Hello friends, Sarah Sunstone here, bringing you the latest gaming news with Sunnyside Up. Today is July 19th, 2025. Starsand Island shared an all-new trailer showcasing the game's character customization and vehicle modification features. So let's start with taking a look at the game's character customization features, which have been expanded upon since the initial beta preview. It looks like we'll be able to choose between a number of different hairstyles, outfits which are divided into tops, bottoms, footwear, head, and hand accessories, along with even some makeup options, including lips, cheeks, and eyeshadow. There will also be the ability to customize each eye color individually, adjust the eyelashes and eyebrows, and finally adjust the skin tone. Now, I'm personally hoping that this is more of a proof of concept versus an actual final product, because although the categories for customization are great, the options within them feel very limited for a life simulation game. It doesn't seem like we can customize the hair color separate from the style. We're also only seeing 2 different eye colors here and only 3 skin tones, which simply is not enough. Again, especially for a life simulation game with a character creator and not a set protagonist. The darkest skin tone is still quite light, so I really hope to see them expand on these aspects of the character creator tools specifically, maybe even add a good old color wheel for more flexibility. The other thing I am disappointed to see is that it seems like the customization is still gender locked. I was really hoping this too would change after the initial preview I received of the game. I would love to see the ability to mix and match hairstyles and outfits regardless of how you identify. This is kind of an interesting one because this game seems to be very ambitious in so many ways. There's a really great attention to detail. There are so many features implemented that are really like wish list features, things you would love to see in a game but you don't really think will happen. And it gets me really excited, but I would like to see that ambition and attention to detail also placed into the character creator. And again, I think the categories specifically are really good. Like if you just look at the different categories, like all of those categories look great. But then again, once we get into the actual options for them, I just don't feel like there's enough. Now, while we will have to just wait and see if this really is the final system or close to the final system, or if it's still a work in progress and they're going to add more options, I'd like to be optimistic that they will, especially because they describe this as groundbreaking character customization. And I just don't think this is even close to groundbreaking unless they have bigger plans on the horizon. So maybe this really is more of a proof of concept. However, if that's true, I wish that would have been made more clear. If it's not true, I hope they are open to and receptive to feedback. Again, for now, we'll just have to stay tuned. So if you're looking to stay in the loop for Starsand Island and see if we get any developments on the character customization system and beyond, please shine the lovely like button and make sure to subscribe to the channel with your notifications on so you don't miss out. If you would like to see an extended look at gameplay from the preview build that I have access to, I will have some other videos linked in the description for your reference. Now on to the next set of new features they revealed with this trailer, which revolve around methods of transportation and related customization. First up, they revealed that you will be able to go on duo adventures with other NPCs around Starsand Island, specifically on motorcycles, which is really sweet. There will also be the option to have your pet sidekick hop into sidecars and baskets to join you on your adventures. One of my favorite things about this game, actually, is the fact that you are able to adopt a wide variety of pets, and based on my time with the preview build, the way you do this is that you'll actually just encounter these animals out in the wild, and over time you'll build these relationships with them through petting them, giving them treats, and playing with them. And then ultimately you'll be able to adopt them if you grow close enough to them. So I really love this system. I think it's really sweet. And I especially love the extra touch of being able to bring those pets with you on your adventures, because so often in these sorts of games, like life and farm simulation games, I feel like the pets often don't have like a function or a purpose outside of being super cute and hanging around your home. And of course, pets don't need to have a function, but I just feel like in these games, it's nice to at least be able to bring them with you as you go explore. So yeah, I really like the idea of being able to bring like my little pet capybara out on an adventure with me. In terms of vehicle modification features, it looks like you'll be able to change the color of both the interior, the exterior, and the wheel rims of your vehicle. I don't know if this would also be available for other modes of transportation, if we'll be able to customize those as well. They only showed this on a car specifically, so that's still unknown at this point. They did also showcase rollerblading gameplay for the first time, which looks like a really fun way to get around town. And I also really like how this is animated specifically. The game does really shine with a lot of its animations too. I think that's another one of its strengths. Surprisingly, they also revealed a glider, which will definitely add more freedom to your gameplay in terms of exploration, and I was totally not expecting. And according to their official post, some of the available transportation methods will even feature amphibious capabilities, so these will allow you to swap transportation modes on the fly, which sounds super convenient and fun to use. The trailer also gave us another really nice look at some of the interactions you'll have with the NPCs, a brief glimpse at interior decorating, and some more of those charming hangouts that are available to enjoy with the townsfolk. In Starsand Island, the design features specifically, I think, have the potential to be another standout aspect of this game. In my experience, the tools offer a lot of flexibility. You can place items at various different angles. You also aren't locked to a grid, so you can place items much more freely. And we can see all this in the trailer, along with the fact that you can place smaller clutter items on top of larger furniture pieces. So lots of stacking is possible. And I always love decorating with little bits of clutter because I feel like it makes your designs, your builds feel much more lived in and alive. So I love that. One thing they didn't show here is that you can actually also modify the structure of your house piece by piece in a pretty detailed way. So you can literally change the structure of your house for ultimate customization. And this trailer did actually show off a ton of those smaller pieces that will be really nice to place and decorate with, some different plants, different pieces of kitchenware like a teapot, even wall-mounted items as well. A really cool piece you can see in the trailer is this wall mount with tons of different video game consoles. So there's like a Nintendo Switch, there's a GameCube controller, there's like a Game Boy Advance, a DS, lots of cute little consoles all mounted to the wall. So I thought that was a really cool piece of furniture to spot. And it definitely makes me feel like they are thinking more outside of the box with decorations. It's not necessarily just going to be the usual pieces we are used to. There's likely going to be lots of options for different aesthetics and different preferences. The trailer does also confirm here that you will be able to place rugs of many different shapes and sizes, and even create like little nooks. We can see here in the entryway, they've added like a trellis type of piece to divide that space from the kitchen. And then they were even able to actually hang up some stuff on that trellis. So there's some different bags and hats being hung up there. So once again, I think the designing and the building features have lots of potential. So I can't wait to see what ultimately comes of it. Not to mention, you can also share in those activities with the NPCs and your pets in that home that you create for yourselves. Now, no other news was shared with this trailer, so it seems like their plans remain the same, at least as far as we know, in terms of the game's release. Previously, the team had estimated that the game would be releasing in late November of this year, 2025. So unless we hear otherwise, I imagine they are probably moving full speed ahead towards that release window. But to be honest, if they need more time to cook, I'm totally cool with that too. The game will be coming to Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and the Nintendo Switch if you're interested. Well, there you have it, friends. That is the latest news from Starsand Island. Be sure to share your thoughts with me down in the comments. What would you like to see added for the character customization system? Do you think the team's still working on it and this is more a proof of concept rather than a final product? Which mode of transportation can you see yourself using the most in this game? Anything and everything, you know I always love hearing from you. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and until next time, take care.